Thank you very much for tuning in to John Michael's Adventures. Here we are now cooking fish. Cooking fish is what's going on here. This is some milk fish from my partner. My partner Glenn is he's got some fish ponds and all that stuff, and he was able to give me a whole bunch of fish, and it's good for the babies. The babies like fish. Who doesn't love fish? Fish is alright. A nice fish wrap. Wraps are good, spinach wraps and all this stuff. Who doesn't like a wrap? I think I'm going to order myself a wrap from our Cutie Beauties, the Wrap Master. Wrap Master! Hi, Wrap Master. She's the Wrap Master. Alright, so the question of the day today is should we, weld the rebar or should we tie it? So the welding here, as you remember from yesterday's video here, we were welding a whole bunch of rebar here. The rebar is could become brittle. All right, so that's the idea, is that it could become brittle if not welded properly. So if it's welded, really, really well, which, I think for the most part we did, because we welded and welded and welded and welded and welded on that bad boy. But if you just tack it, actually the rebar could, become the rebar could become brittle. Right, so that's the idea. So on a foundation like that, right, this kind of stuff here, you do want to tie it and avoid welding it, but on a table like that, a kitchen table, I mean, I don't think it's going to have any problems if you do weld it. We did tie it, and tying it looks good, and it's going to be fine. A little bit small for a table, actually, but we might put an extension or so. I'll see what I can do. An extension on the kitchen table. Man, that's a noisy thing. Man, that's why I came outside, because I can't stand that noise. Yeah, the old music from the 1840s. Alright, so here's what it's looking at now. And yeah, as you remember from the base there, here's sorry about the rain. There's rain in the thing, but this is all solid concrete here. And the rain, man, we gotta take that rain out. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if it stays there or not. It's solid concrete, but it just looks bad on the video. But anyway, this thing here, so the tabletop is going to go on top of that, and this is this is welded. Did we lose any strength? Possibly. All right, so possibly that's the topic of the day, is that we might have lost a little bit of strength from welding it as opposed to tying it. There's some over here. Let's look over here. See, this is all tied up here. This is ready to go, and this is all tied up. So that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. That's all tied up all the way to the top. Right, so that's fine. And over here too, you got the same thing. That is for the concrete pillars for the roof. Yeah, for the roof. And if you're wondering the size, this is some, actually this looks to be 12, but it's supposed to be 10, but it is 12. I see it is 12. This is 12, this is supposed to be 10, this is 10. All right, so here's the difference here. You can see this is supposed to be 10. We don't really need 12 to wrap it up, but whatever, they put 12, I don't really care. It's just a little bit more expensive for 12. It's actually not that bad, it's just a little bit more expensive, and it's all tied up together with this thing here. So welding versus tying. That's the question of the day. So welding versus tying. All right. So welding rebar, it's actually can make it a little bit more brittle. All right. So that is the question of the day. We got a whole bunch of Utah here. Where do we put it? That's the question. Well, I'll think about that. I'll see you guys in the next video.